G'day mates, it's a Doctor here, and I am very excited to bring you a new deck profile on a brand new deck, that being the Advanced Crystal Beast. Yes, this deck is going to focus on the brand new Crystal Beast support rather than Advanced Crystal Beast helping out the older Crystal Beasts, and there's a few ways you can use this deck in, a few directions, but, let me show you what I've come up with. So, obviously you need 3 of Advanced Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, because it's not a hard once per turn. As soon as it hits a field, you can add a Crystal Beast to your spell and trap zone from hand, deck, graveyard, or the banished zone, and you might get an idea where I'm going with this based on the last ban list, which, I wonder if that will change the meta. I don't know if this deck will, but we have Advanced Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle, one of the few Crystal Beast monsters that can activate in the spell and trap zone. I wish more did that like Amber Mammoth, but with Ruby Carbuncle it's pretty much the same, except it can activate on its own to summon itself within the other Advanced Crystal Beast monsters in your graveyard, which, yes, it is worth keeping in mind with Advanced Crystal Beast. They pretty much work for themselves, like, Crystal Beasts support Advanced Crystal Beast, but Advanced Crystal Beast do not support Crystal Beast, if that makes sense. So now we have Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth, and the thing you'll notice is that they're basically slightly better upgraded versions, or more advanced versions of the original Crystal Beast, like Amber Mammoth. Instead of making him the target of an attack, he can now protect your monsters from being targeted, and can also negate an attack, so he does 2 things, and they're both soft once per turn, so no reason to run 2 of them, but it can also protect the field spell Advanced Dark, which, yes, it's unfortunate, and you could use Skill Drain to bypass that, but then again you'll be losing all their special abilities. So, yes, Advanced Dark is the heart and soul of the deck. Without it, it literally doesn't work. But, yeah, moving on, we have Advanced Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger, which increases its attack and all other Advanced Crystal Beast monsters by 400, and decreases your opponent's monsters by 400. And it doesn't say you can only control 1. So you can have multiple Topaz Tigers and make a significant difference to your opponent's stats. Then you got one of the 7 originals, Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, and I do have a secret rare from the tins from back in the day. Name is a bit faded because it's old, but maybe I should take it out. Or I don't want to take it out of the sleeve, but yep, it's pretty beautiful, like a shining crystal. But yep, with Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, you could place any Crystal Beast from your hand, deck, or graveyard into spell and trap zone, like an Advanced Crystal Beast. Then there's one of the new Crystal Beasts, technically the 8th monster, Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, which is very fitting that Rainbow Dragon is finally a Crystal Beast monster. And it's so easy to summon. When a Crystal Beast monster is involved in battle, you can drop this card from your hand. Not quite like a hand trap, it's not like it redirects the attack or negates the attack, but 3,000 attack points is a lot. And that's saying something when most Crystal Beast monsters are pretty low stats. And I'm also not running the original Rainbow Dragon. That's where the second effect of this card would come in. As a continuous spell card, you could banish this and add an ultimate crystal monster, Rainbow Dragon, from deck to hand. Unfortunately, you do need Rainbow Dragon in the deck in order to special summon a level 4 lower Crystal Beast monster from the deck. But, yeah, I'm not running Rainbow Dragon. It's honestly not a good card and wouldn't work in this deck, as you're about to find out. So we have Crystal Mirage, Crystal Miracle, which is the negator for the deck, and I'm really glad that Crystal Beasts have a negator this time around, which is obviously from the structure deck. And I just got to point out, regarding, actually have it right here with me, regarding the new Battles of Legend Crystal Revenge, why can't they make this a holo card? Because Crystal Beasts have had their 3rd printing this year alone. 3 printings for 7 cards, and 2 of their spell cards have been printed twice this year. Like, that's just crazy. Oh, Konami. I guess we know why they didn't reprint Mystic Mine, which I was shocked. I thought they would do the same with Verte Anaconda, but anyway, I made a video on Battles of Legend criticizing it. So, yeah, you can watch my opening, and we have Crystal Boon to special summon 2 Crystal Beasts from your spell and trap zone, and then you gain life points equal to their attack points, such as Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, like 3,000 life points. That's a lot. And, well, we have Macro Cosmos and Dimensional Fissures. Of course, I don't have another copy of it, because why would you run 2 copies? It's limited. Well, not anymore. Thanks to the new ban list, you're now allowed 3 copies of Macro Cosmos and Dimensional Fissure to really stuff your opponent around. And I'm looking forward to going to another tournament to see how well it would do. Locals, whatever. Then there's Rainbow Bridge of a Heart. This is technically not a crystal card, so it can't be searched off Rainbow Bridge, but it does give you an additional normal summon of a Crystal Beast. And I checked with the judges on this, so you can quote me, or them, that you can use the summons in whatever order you want. That's going to be important if you want to go off first, and then summon another monster that I'll show you off at the end. So, Rainbow Bridge of a Heart is just crazy. Additional normal summons to span the field. And yeah, actually, you'll probably see in the thumbnail. With Rainbow Bridge of a Heart, if you want... well, I'll show you. So, there's Advanced Dark running 2 copies. Oh, I probably overlooked Advanced Crystal Beast Cobalt Eagle, which is the searcher for the Advanced Dark. Like, Captain Gold, or Harpy Queen, or Legendary Ocean Warrior, whatever it's called. So, Rainbow Bridge, and then Crystal Bond. There's a version I have with the green writing. This is so crazy for an archetype, especially Crystal Beast, and it's basically a 2-way searcher. Add 1 to your hand, like Cobalt Eagle, so you can get the field spell, and place a Crystal Beast in your spell and trap zone, like Advanced Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle. And then we have Pot of Duality, so you cannot special summon. Then Pot of Extravagance for more draw power. And all of this for Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo. This is such a classic card, and I really want to give a huge thanks to Gryken for letting me borrow this card for this deck profile, because oh boy, this card is crazy. Neither player can special summon monsters. Now you know why I have Rainbow Bridge of a Heart for additional normal summons, and you can use the additional normal summon first, and then do your shenanigans as long as you're not under duality, and then you have Pachycephalo. But of course I have Pot of Duality, because you can't search Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo, and you cannot search for Macro Cosmos or Dimensional Fissure. So I have Pot of Duality in here to go deeper into the deck. Same thing with Pot of Extrav. And more copies of Fossil Dyna. And of course, being a Crystal Beast deck with all their crazy search power, like Rainbow Bridge of a Heart and Rainbow Bridge, you can easily add Crystal Miracle to your hand. But if you don't feel like going in this direction, you can take out the Pot of Dualities and the Pachycephalo and replace them with the hand traps like the Imperms, the well, DD Crow is kind of useless, isn't it? And as for the extra deck, it's pretty, well, you do need it. I can't say it's useless, because you need them for Extrav, but the generic rank 4 monsters, Tornado Dragon, Castell, Diamond Dial Wolf, which version do you think looks better, Secret Rare or Super Rare? I've had the Secret Rare for so long and finally got a Super Rare, and that looks weird. Evil Swarm Exciton Knight, Baguska, Master Key Beetle I have in here, because I've seen people do this, by the way. With Crystal Beast decks that run Advanced Dark, they run Lightning Chidori, which actually doesn't work, because Advanced Dark turns your Crystal Beast monsters into Dark. So, actually, Skill Drain doesn't work with Advanced Crystal Beast. It's so weird that people are putting Lightning Chidori in Crystal Beast deck with the Advanced Crystal Beast cards. It doesn't work, because Lightning Chidori needs 2 wind monsters. So, you could have Master Key Beetle and Detached Exceeds Material to protect your advanced dark field spell if you'd like. And then Silent Honor Arc for snatching up your opponent's monsters. Ragnar Zero can pop your opponent's monsters and draw a card. There should be a new printing of this card that says Quick Effect. And Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Cerberus, and finally Barricade Borg Blocker. So this card is very crucial to Crystal Beast because it can protect your face-up spell cards like your field spells, your continuous spells, your Crystal Beast spells. And it's a shame that his stats are so low, but man, does he do the job. So, that's the deck profile, and I don't think I said it at the start of the video, but what do you think of my new setup with the tins that I have? I actually didn't buy, when did they start doing this? 3 years ago, which would be 2019, I believe? Or 2020. Yeah, it would be 2020 with, this, when they started doing the tablet tins, and basically my friend Sam, who's also appeared on my videos, he had a spare one of these, and, well, we traded empty tins for each other. But I'm glad I have this. Do you guys prefer this or the old setup with the Dragunity playmats? So, yep, that's my deck profile. What do you think of this direction for Advanced Crystal Beast to lock your opponent out from special summoning and locking him out from using the graveyard? Because these days, the graveyard is basically another hand or another field in a way. You just have so many cards work in the graveyards, especially tier elements, and Eldritch as well. So, yeah, it's an exciting time with the meta, and especially that Mystic Minus band. And basically, with these sleeves I've taken apart my Exodia deck, and now a new deck is formed. It's like what Yugi said at the end of the original series, where one adventure ends, another begins. I think that's a good way to end the video, so comment below what you think. Is there anything else that could be added to Advanced Crystal Beasts? And maybe more copies of Cabal's Eagle, or maybe use Amethyst Cat, because Amethyst Cat can make them attack directly. I don't think Emerald Tortoise is good, but yeah, what do you think of this? Comment below, and until next time, take care, mates!